Hey guys, today I want to show you guys some tips on how to survive lanes, excuse me, survive lanes against range champions as melee champions. So first of all, in these type of matchups, you kind of just want to survive the early game, and then you're going to be looking for trades in later levels. So you want to obviously get as many minions as you want, as you can, and while not getting destroyed in trades. So I'll give you guys one little tip in these matchups is playing around your caster minions is going to be crucial. So every time you get aggro by the enemy champion, just making sure that your minions are aggroing her, the enemy is going to help out a lot. So here, for example, I don't keep running away from her. I know as long as my minions are aggroed onto her, the trade won't be as bad. So I turn back with my character onto her. If you keep running away from harassment, the minions will actually drop the aggro, so they won't even won't even target her anymore. So here, if I kept running, they would just drop the aggro, and she might have been able to get two more autos off. But here, since I know they're aggro to her, I just walk back to her, and she gets hit by a couple more minion shots there. So basically, in these matchups, obviously, if playing against Vayne, playing against Kalista or whatever, they're going to be slowly pushing into you, and you want to be preserving as much health and only going for say there's like two minions that are low HP. Those are the only times you would want to go in for a CS. You don't want to just, for example, here I wouldn't just walk up forward to get the CS because I would want to trade the health for it. So even if this minion died, I would be fine with it. One thing you want to do though is get an experience for it. So I do make sure I get experience for it. And here I think I'm walking to her because she got chunked from the level 1 that they killed my jungler. So I can actually do this. But otherwise, I would never be walking forward into this. But since like I told you guys, caster minions help a lot. So she hits me once, aggroes my minions, and then I walk towards her. If I keep walking away, she wouldn't have been aggroed. So I'm confident that with these 3 minions, I can at least get a decent trade with her. So see, she knows to back off, and she does hit me a couple more times. But this trade I think is okay. It is actually not that great for me to have gone for that. That was actually not worth it. In these matchups, you want to just let it push to you. I gritted too hard there and I got chunked way harder. I had to use my potion and everything, but yeah, let's see. Just last hitting, and like I said, okay, nice. I use my ability to get 2 minions there with my E, and then I back off. Try to bait abilities out of from her, and yeah, actually recalls because she's afraid of my jungler, I think, or she has a lot of gold to reset with. I chased her a little bit. I think that might have stopped her back. No, he doesn't even flinch when I do that. But yeah, in these matchups, say he stayed, say Broken Blade stayed here to harass me. My goal would be just to get enough gold to get a really good recall, and then TP back to lane. But obviously, since he just recalls, is much easier. But yeah, in these matchups, things like cloth armor are pretty useful. You can buy boots to get like Tabby's Rush. It's also an option. But you can also get like a longsword or whatever. But anyway, since he left, I want to be slow pushing this back into him. You don't want to try to shove this, because if you shove this wave that's coming, by the time that he comes back, this is going to be a very this wave won't be as stacked. So I kind of want to slow push this and create a huge wave, or big enough, so that I can crash this here. So my goal with this is just wait for this wave to come in and then just crash it completely onto the tower. So right now what Quinn wants to do is set up a freeze near her tower. And right now I'm afraid of her jungler. So you set up a ward. and waiting for this to come up, right? Because you want to get a good recall timer, and yeah, you need a ward to do this safely. So I just come in, there's this counter wave coming in, so like I said, I want to be able to shove this, so I just E in, AoE the wave, take some punishment, and since she's really trying to deny me the push here, I'm afraid of a jungler. Actually, I missed that, but yeah, there he is. There's a jungle. Because with how aggressive she was doing that, kind of makes sense that would be here. So right now I'm in a pretty awkward spot, but I do have this ward, which is really valuable. So since I do have the minion advantage, I can actually push this. I even use abilities on the wave because I haven't gone back yet. I want to get as good of a recall as possible, spend as much gold as possible before I go back to lane. So here I'm not too scared of a gank. I do have flash. I think I even E into this, maybe. Do I E into this? Yeah, I E into this. Q it and back off. Get experience for this, maybe. Yeah, I do get experience for this one, and then back off as Olaf is looping around because they want to punish me from being here. I think he even sweeps this because since I see him, I try to bait a gank, and they know, okay, it's obvious that it's warded, so they just cleared. And so far, I'm happy with all this. I dragged the enemy jungler top. My jungler is farming, which is pretty good. And now I think there's no reason for me to stay, and obviously they're camping me, so I just get a recall here. I think in this situation, since the wave is at this spot, is a pretty bad spot. Looking back, I think I would buy boots with this gold. Maybe a cloth armor, boots, and a longsword. Sounds perfect. Let's see what I do. Actually, I do just that. And I walk back to top because if I TP here, there's a chance they might be waiting for me. No, he actually recalls, but I just you know, recall, and I mean I walk back to lane instead of TPing, which is not terrible, but I do miss a few minions. But I kind of have to accept that in this type of matchups. Playing against Kalista, playing against Vayne top, whatever 80 carries, you want to kind of just not fall behind too much, and then wait for later levels to have an all-in or a jungle gank to help you with. So that's my plan so far. And let's see, just clear this in their tower as best as I can. The ping that she's missing, and one thing I also want you guys to keep in mind is once you do have teleport, and your opponent doesn't have teleport, you should call your jungler to camp like pressure top, because if he pressures for you, you're able to shove the wave in, and then if the enemy jungler comes bottom to gank, you can actually use your teleport advantage to turn the play, while your jungler just soaks up the wave and the nice plates, right? So in this situation, I'm telling my jungler, you guys can see it from the replay, but I'm telling my jungler to come top on pressure. So I'm able to push this all the way because Queen backs from just being afraid of being ganked. She backs all the way. So I gotta actually get a good recall here, push all the way. Or I should be getting a recall. I guess I'm staying. Yeah, I'm staying. I could have just recalled again and just spend more gold, but I guess I stay because I know she hasn't recalled yet, so I can actually pressure a little bit. And right now I'm in a perfect spot, actually. Yeah, actually, I recall because she's low mana. I mean, I don't recall because she's low mana. I can actually freeze this, look for her to stop her back. And at this point, this is kind of telling that I'm gonna be getting ganked. And obviously enough, here it is. Junglers usually want to help laners push all the way. So I just safely, I pressure, but I don't go super ham because I know I respect the possibility of a jungler being there. And you guys look at the well, besides the first blood that she got, the gold value is pretty even. And this game, I actually keep this. I keep Quinn here for a little bit longer, and you guys see the gold difference is actually the CS difference is actually not that bad. So like I say, in these matchups, you kind of want to go even until you get into like levels, like later levels. You'll be able to actually snowball or like get good trades into them. So yeah, just wanted to have a short little video explaining some tips, and hope this helps you guys out in your game. So, thank you guys for watching.